press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, how are you all? Hope all are you fine and safe in your home. In the quarantine days, you have to gain more and more knowledge. Please don't waste the time by seeing TV, video games like that. So please use the time as much as possible for the gaining purpose of knowledge. Okay? In today's class, we are going to learn the new poem of your class 6 English, that is Beauty. Okay, beauty is a very simple term, right? It's having only 6 letters. Okay, what do you mean by beauty? Yes, beauty is something or anything which makes you or feels good. Beauty is anything or something which makes you and feels good. And this is as simple as complex. Okay, you can ask this a question, that is, how it will be complex? Yes, I will tell you. A proverb says that beauty is life in the eyes of beholder. Beauty is life in the eyes of beholder. See, if anything or if something is becomes a beautiful to me, then it might not become beautiful to other person. Do you understand? So, beauty is life in the eyes of the beholder. Something is like us, but that is not likes to another person. And beauty is a very precious term. Okay? And this poem is written by the famous writer, that is E.A. Shure. Who is the author of this poem? That is E.A. Shure. She was born on 9 September 1926. Okay? She was born on 9 September 1926. And she also wrote a book, that is a famous book, that is A Pueblo Indian Girl. I am a Pueblo Indian girl. And that book explains about the Pueblo Indian community. And also, she participated in short films and all. So, in this poem, the poet explains about the another type of beauty, which is a nature beauty. So, basically, beauty is classified into 2 types, that is inner beauty and outer beauty. Right? Outer beauty is, yes, something that is looks good to our eyes. Do you understand? Outer beauty is the one who looks very good from outside, then that is the outer beauty. But inner beauty is, it's not in our eyes, it's in our heart. It can't be seen, but it can be sensible. It can be felt. So, this inner beauty and outer beauty having their own significance. And also, in this poem, the poet tells us that apart from inner beauty and outer beauty, there is a precious another beauty, that is nature beauty or environment beauty. So, let us focus on that. Okay, we shall start this poem, and all of you having your textbooks, right? Yes. When I am reading, please go through it, okay? Open page number 54. That is beauty. What is beauty? Try to describe what beauty is, or list some of the things or persons you think are beautiful. Now let us read a poem on beauty. Beauty is seen in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing, and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or singer chanting, anything in earnest. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. E.A. Shure. So, as I told earlier, here poet explains about the beauty of nature. So, beautifulness is life in every single things. Okay, it is also life in the nature. So, look at the first para, that is beauty is seen in the sunlight. Okay, children, when sun appears, we call it as a day. When sun disappears, we call it as a night. But all of us are waiting for the day to do our new work, to do our new life, to start our new life. Do you understand? Sun is the main consideration for the life. Sun is the source of energy, right? Sun is the source of energy, source of light. Without sun, we can't imagine our life also. So, in that sun also, we can see the beautifulness. Do you understand? In that sun, that is a burning sun, in that sun also we can see the beautifulness. How? Okay. When the flower blooms, the sunlights are required. For the blooming of flower, sunlights are required. For the growing of crops, sunlight is required. And also, the day is a very important for our lives. Right? So, the poet tells that the beauty lies in the sunlight. Yes, now we can consider sunlight as, oh, it's a tan. By exposing our body to the sunlight, we will get a tan. So, like this, our generation become like this only. So, the poet tells that, no, it's a beauty of our nature. Sunlight is our beauty of nature, so beautifulness is lies in that sunlight also. In the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. So, not only in the sun, it is also lies in birds, trees and corn growing crops and people working or dancing for their harvest. So, in these also beauty lies. Do you understand? Beauty lies in trees. Yes, some trees are very beautiful in nature. Under the tree, we can experience a cold breeze, a relaxation feeling. Do you understand? In that also we can see the beauty. And also birds, yes, in the morning you can see the chirping birds are flying here and there. That chirping sound is very melodious to us. When you get up early in the morning, you can able to hear that sound. So that it makes you feel relaxed. It makes you feel to enjoy the nature beauty. To enjoy the beauty of nature. So the poet says that a beauty is life in the birds, and birds are very colorful and different from each other. So many feathers, so many colors. Some are flying, some are not flying. Some can make different sounds. So, these are all the beauty of nature. You have to see it perfectly. And next, corn growing and people working or dancing for their harvest. So, beauty also lies in the growing corn. Do you know? Corn is very tasteful, right? Yes, the boiled corn is very popular and very tasteful also. And this growing corn also very beautiful nature. That seeds, that covering layers, that plant, and when the sunlight appears, the corn grows. So, like this, the beauty also lies in that corn also, growing corn also. And also, people working, yes, farmers are working in the field and those can experience the beauty of nature. Those can experience the beauty of the growing corn, those can experience the beauty of birds, beauty of trees, and also beauty of sunlight. So, by experiencing these good qualities, the people are working in the field also become very beautiful. The beauty also lies in that people also. And they are dancing for their harvest. Yes, the season when the crop come to cutting. And that season also, people are dancing for their harvest. Do you know? Because 3 to 6 months they are giving an effort to take that crop, to take that result. And the effort which is given to that crop is being succeeded, and the people who are giving effort are become happy to seeing the success of the crop. So like this, they are dancing. Dancing means what here? They are very happily welcoming the harvest season. Do you know? And that season or that time also having a beauty. When all crops are coming to the cutting, then that season also a very beauty. Okay? Next, this is the first para. Have you understood this? Okay, look at the second para. Beauty is heard in the night. Wind sighing, rain falling, or singer chanting, anything in earnest. So, beauty is lies in sunlight, beauty is lies in birds, beauty is lies in trees, beauty is also lies in growing corn and people and dancing for the harvest. And also in the second para, the poet tells that beauty is heard in the night. In the night, beauty is heard. Okay, we considered beauty as it's a thing which we can see. It's a thing which we can feel. But now, beauty is heardable, listenable. The beauty is hearable in the night. What do you mean by that? Yes, in the night you can experience a different kinds of sounds. Do you experience that? Yes, when you wake up in the night, you can experience a different sounds. Okay? And that is also a beauty of nature. That is the beauty of night. Okay? In the night, there is no pollution. There is no what we can call it as sound pollution, noise pollution. There is nothing is there. There is a peaceful environment there. In that peaceful environment, there is a beauty because the sounds are very beautiful in nature. Okay? Wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting, anything in earnest. So, the beauty is also lies in wind sighing. Sighing means what? Emit a long, deep breath. We will write the meaning here. Emit a long, deep breath. So, beauty is also lies in the wind sighing. So, wind is blowing, that is a very cold breeze in the night, and the sound of that wind is very melodious, and that is very beautiful in nature. And also rain falling. Falling of rain is also a beauty of nature, right? Yes. The natures are having a very special characters by falling rain, by forming a rainbow, by becoming a floods. So like this, all are what we call indefinite. When it will be rain, we don't know. When it will be sunlight, we don't know. When it will be flood, we don't know. When it will be earthquake, we don't know. Everything is unpredictable in the nature. Like this, in the night also, we can experience a cold breeze, that is wind blowing. Here, that is a wind sighing. That is also very beautiful in nature. So, see here, in the first para, poet tells that the beauty of the day. Do you know? That is the birds, trees, sunlight, farmers, growing crop, like that. In the second para, the poet tells about the beauty of the night. That is blowing of wind, falling of rain, and also chanting of singer. Chanting means what? It is a melodious sound or song sung by a singer. Okay? It is a melodious, repeated sound sung by a singer. So, these are all having their own beauty. And anything earnest. Anything earnest. Earnest means what? A result from the sincere effort. Okay, I will write here. First one is what? Chanting. Melodious. Repeated sound. Repeated song of sing by singer. Okay? And next one is what? Earnest. A result from the sincere effort. From sincere effort. Are you able to see here? A result from the sincere effort. Okay? So, anything in earnest. When we do our work with sincerity, when we do our work with promptly, then we can get a success, and that gives a happiness to us. So, the beauty lies in the cycle of this. When you put an effort to do some work, and that some work is succeeded, and that succeeded gives us happiness, and that happiness having a beauty. So like this cycle continues. Beauty is also lies in the prompt hard work of any work. Any work is there. That is also having a beauty. Understood the second para? I will read it again. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or singer chanting, anything in earnest. So, beauty is also beauty is also lies in the night. That is also we can hear the cold breeze, that is wind blowing, wind sighing, and the beauty also lies in the falling of rain, and also lies in the chanting of singer, that is the melodious song sung by a singer. And next, anything in earnest. Anything means what? When we can do a work with sincere effort, we can get a success. So, that cycle is also having a beauty. Okay? This is the second para. Look at the third para. Beauty is in yourself, good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. So, here children, first and second para, the poet explains the beauty of nature. In the first and second para, the poet explains the beauty of nature by taking an example of day and night, and the actions which are done in the day and which are done in the night. In the third para, the poet tells that beauty is also lies in ourselves. Ourselves also having a beauty. Beauty is in ourselves, yourself. So, all of are different, right? We are different from each other. We are also having different tastes, different kinds of tastes. So, like this different persons also, every different person also having the beauty in its character or in her character. So the poet tells that beauty lies in yourself. It also lies in yourself also. Good deeds. Deeds means what? Yes, it is an work, an action. If we did a good job or good work, then what we can call it as the praisings arise us. Okay, so like this, keep on doing the good deeds, and happy thoughts. There is no polluted mind in our body. We have to clean our mind by making a good thoughts, by doing a good jobs and showing humanity that repeat themselves. So these are all, by repeating themselves, we can see a beauty in ourselves. Understood this para? The poet tells that beauty also lies in ourselves also. If you want to see a beauty of yourself, you want to do what? Yes, you want to do a good jobs, good works that give you a happiness and also happy thoughts. So your thoughts would be clear, not polluted, and it will be a not selfish. Understood? And next, in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. So you have to keep on doing this. You have to keep on doing good job. You have to keep on doing good thoughts in your rest time also. Whenever died, then also your soul is surrounding in the earth, right? So that is observing what can you do in your lifetime. So if you want to see the beauty in yourself, you have to do the what? You have to do good jobs, you have to make good thoughts. Okay, so this is a very short and sweet and also inspirable poem. Actually, we can tell that a beauty is very distinct, very specific. We can see, we can touch, we can sensible. No. Beyond this also, beauty is there. That beauty is only pure. Okay, and that beauty is also purifies us. Understood? So what you learn from this poem, you have to do a good jobs and you have to see a beauty in everything, in every aspect. Do you know, you can ignore some people in your life, but that people also having their own beauty, that is inner beauty or outer beauty or like that. Understood? So never ignore a person in your life, because all are different and all are having a different types of beauty. Okay, you have to learn from the others which are not in yourself, so that you can make yourself as better. Okay, this is your poem and notes will be given. Okay, hope you understood this poem. Thank you.